I forgot the Yeti, so I may just have to stay close to up here. But I had to run out of class, I'm sorry.
Built-in mic.
It should be in the room. Okay. Looks like it is. It was 78 pages when I first created it. I was like, that's nice. That's fine. I think it's working.
Give us one or two.
Very nervous. Really, really good.
Handshake or baby kisser, you know, if I.
All right, folks, we're ready to go. So I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. And we will get moving, get our agenda done so we can all get through the next meeting right next door. Only thing I have before we move to business is a follow on the vote for all the representatives from the strategic planning committee. So I appreciate y'all for taking that vote, and the tally is that our two highest winners are Shelley Ellman and Jason Swift. The rest of the two. I would be, for greater legitimacy, it would be good if we could have this a recommendation from the full body. So the way I wanted to structure what I did on mine was more of a preference poll. So it would be very helpful if someone could make a motion to officially nominate those two individuals as a second. Thank you. Second. So all in favor of Shelley Eldman and Jason Swift being our representatives for the strategic planning committee, say aye. All opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? Thank you so much. All right. And I don't have anything else, so we can go ahead and move to the business, and Shelley has other commitments, so we're gonna start with APC. Oh, pause, again, the back. Oh, okay. Here we go. We're gonna move on.
As I was pondering my life while making the the agenda 5 times. All right, Alan, Bellum, Virgil,
Here.
Boyd,
Yeah.
Brock, Brian, Buzan, Chen, Collie, Council, Dyer, Elias, Ellison, Elman, Fawcett, Fleming,
Here.
Green, Griffin,
Here.
Hadley,
Here.
Hart, Hildebrandt,
Here.
Hopper,
Here.
Ivory,
Here.
Jansen,
Here.
Kazim,
Here.
Khan,
Here.
Kimbrell,
Here.
Kashkas,
Here.
Maggiano,
Here.
Matthews, Mendes,
Here.
Moon,
Here.
Afoy,
Here.
Peralta,
Here.
Riker,
Here.
Roberts, Ruffin,
Here.
Schoon, Song, Shellnet, Siciliano, Swift,
Here.
Talbot, Bismanette, Webb,
Here.
Wentz, Yang, Yarborough.
Here.
Yay. Zot, yay. Thank you.
Thank you all. Ridiculous, really kind. All right, now we're going to APC, please. Come on down, Shelley.
So that when they are dropped and then they want to get back in, anytime in the semester, they should be reinstated by the registrar's office without faculty notification. This modification adjusts the timeline to work with financial aid and Title IV considerations. It changes policies and procedures for academic engagement and reinstatement in the faculty handbook and undergraduate catalog. It provides a possible template for reinstatement or template form that the student must submit so that the instructor must sign before being.
So this is a very complex policy. That's why we shared it with you all in advance. We're sorry that the timeline was a little bit tighter than would be ideal. Hopefully you've all had a chance to look at it. It is something that the APC had collectively worked on. They worked with some campus partners to get it through. Absolutely. Anybody have any questions or discussions? Please.
Doesn't necessarily say that you're right in the recommendation. And the hope is that they'll change the W from the student getting a W to a drop. And that way the student isn't, how shall I say, customer, they're getting more of a refund. And so,
Yeah, that's something that we our hope is that, when students get, non-attending or get dropped from the class, then they hopefully drop from the class permanently for the next reform. But that issue, I didn't really, with it too much, because I actually looked at other universities, and some say that if they are dropped, they can just, they're not gonna get, credit for the dropped courses. If they are dropped entirely, if they are withdrawn from the course entirely, they can get, partial credit. But if they get dropped from one course to two courses, like partially, then they're not gonna get the money from the school. So some schools have different policies, other schools have other policies, really was that direction. What we went for was basically when students are dropped for non-attendance due to non-academic, due to lack of academic or non-academic engagement. It used to be that they would actually be reinstated by just effective without instructors allowance for students. So that was a problem because until the last day of the public park. So that means it's like the 3 colors of the semester we pass by and 2 was that makes sense. So, and also the problem, another problem was that our current policy is not somehow aligned with the Title IV. Due to this kind of inconsistent applications of the policy here and there. So our goal is to be able to basically align the policies within these policies. The first one, faculty handbook. That's where attendance policy is written, but it's written so that somehow it has a nuance that instructors can drop the student if instructors set certain policies, but students don't actually follow the policies. That's not how actually report a non-attendance. You can only report non-attendance if students do not engage in any academic event. That's when you can report the attendance, but somehow I was, that's not explicitly explained when you can report as non-attendance, when you cannot. So we're trying to, kind of add the details, I guess it's in there, to make it a little bit clearer. And also the university catalog, the undergrad catalog, kind of vague explanation there too. We're trying to do that. And the third one, faculty guide. So there are two documents that we have to revise in order to align, policies regarding attendance and academic engagement. The attendance policy of the instructor is not the same thing as academic engagement. So those two are somehow together here and there. So we want to clarify that. Okay,
That's helpful, thank you.
Thank you.
I just was gonna say, and I emailed Bill, but maybe with the shifted timeline of the guidelines, that this issue will take care of itself, but when students are reinstated, if they've done work in class, and then they get dropped for the fee payment deadline, which is a couple weeks in the semester, or has been, they get dropped. Everything they've done in the class forced them to white. When they get added back, you have no record of what they've done already, so you got to start from scratch with them. But maybe it's using your guidelines.
What we know is that by reducing the timeline, the students are dropped, sometimes by a neighbor. I mean, it's possible that they get, dropped by a neighbor. If that is the case, since we have only like 10 to 12 days timeline, and they can actually, obtain right away, and they can be reinstated right away, so that the time loss is going to be only like 2 years. Like 2 years maximum. That way, even if, some of the things are lost. We could make this one perfect. We tried our best to make it better.
Anybody have any other comments or questions on this policy?
You did a really good job on explaining for sure.
All right, so we want to move to a vote on this. Go ahead, all in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. All right, APC has a couple other things.
Ask a question, two questions about the graduate faculty. Is this going to exclude non-graduate faculty from teaching graduate courses? Because sometimes Listen Music will have things cross-listed. So I might teach an undergrad class that then cross-listed as a graduate course. If I'm not a graduate faculty, does that mean we then have to hire someone else to teach a course that I'm already teaching but cross-listed? So that was my question, because it wasn't clear if you can still teach a graduate course if you're not designated as graduate faculty, because then you would have a problem with it. You may have to hire the people to teach a course that's already being taught.
I don't remember if this came.
It did, and, the only thing is that I'm not gonna do a quick difference the section, I think that, we did ask that or not, and he assured us that actually would involve bringing that faculty member into the graduate faculty list. So, this doesn't add any blockades to faculty members becoming graduate faculty.
He also stated that this was gone over with graduate program coordinators.
That actually, that very question came up one time when I was going to be teaching at a regular class. Usually I teach on the regular. And the only, the simple solution is if you know you're going to do that, then before the class begins and all of that happens, has to be
So
updated.
who do you then,
Your chair.
just the chair?
Yeah. And they should follow the process, and then that way, or if you think you're going to be teaching graduates of the courses at any point in time in the near future, have you listed as that?
How, post-baccalaureate programs, the students that apply to those are graduate students. And I coordinated one and no one reached out to me. And that's a program.
That I do, can I agree with that? That would be about.
That's where the number should be named, or like, when you say coordinate, when.
I have a post-baccalaureate higher education program, the students apply, they have graduate students, I teach all the courses,
Okay,
I do university supervision.
and then you not in the graduate.
I don't know, I mean, what's the amount of time I used to getting those?
Same as without that. Sarah's question. And it graduate faculty staff.
So simple division, it's not complicated.
Any other questions or call the question?
About the accelerated, bachelor's and masters. Because I know music is weird, well, because we require, an audition to become a master's student.
Probably things that are already in. I believe that's just.
Well, you can do ADM through music, but you have to do an audition. So for NASM, for accreditation, you have to audition to be undergrad or master's. So you can do the ADM pathway in music. We have someone this semester who did it, but they had to audition. So is there some language we can put in there as far as it still needs to look, like there's still things you have to do for
I
accreditation?
would go. Those would be all of these things, but.
I can maybe, answer a little bit that, there is specific language there that says in addition to the specific requirements of the program. The only thing I think that it asks there is that there's communication from the program to the graduates, so they know that this exists, and that I get set up between the PCs and chair.
I saw that, like I guess, kind of extra information, so they'll be aware of that,
Yeah.
that we're gonna be contacting the registrar with that.
Yeah, as long as you do contact them.
And Sarah's always been double check.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so just for clarity, let's vote on one item at a time. So let's vote on the graduate faculty status policy first. So Shelley, you want to MC that one? Or young kid.
Those opposed? Abstentions?
All right, now do,
Accelerated bachelor's master's division. Those in favor, say aye. I'm sorry.
raise your hand.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Okay, thank you all.
All those in favor, please.
This one didn't, I don't see in the agenda. Yeah, let's pause on that one. This is everything we received, so I think we're good. Yeah, thank you, Shelley. All right. UPC, Dr. Stacy Board.
put it in there, but we're doing, and the first one is what you're doing first, you can do it for the okay. Okay.
All in favor? Approve it, raise your hand. Opposed? And please join me in welcoming our new UPC chair, Sarah Lyons.
Thank you very much. All right, thanks, Stacy. Graduate, Kim. You all, that concludes our agenda. Anybody have anything, any wrap ups, anything to talk about? Didn't? Okay, all right. That's it, adjourned. See you all next door.